rocks the screen. She's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those ultra-Brit vibes, no sugarcoating, no false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despises. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. In a sea of fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. But will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition. How are you all doing? Thank you so much to everyone that's tuning in live. We do this every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. And so yeah, thank you so much to everyone that is tuning in live or on the replay. You guys are awesome. Please be aware, those watching on the replay, fast forward like 5-10 minutes and I will have started the first topic of the day. And yes, what is coming up for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday the 31st of January 2025? Well, let me walk it through with you right now, you guys. First up, I'm going to be discussing, has Meghan Markle's show been cancelled as it gets rejected publicly by Netflix at their 2025 launch event? There's something I think you guys have missed and I'm going to be pointing it out to you very shortly. Then after that, we're going to get on to how Meghan Markle has allegedly submitted a nearly $500,000 request for Invictus Games outfits and she gets denied by the Canadian government. So we're then going to get on to that. Then the third story for today's live stream, has Meghan Markle essentially proven that she hates her engagement ring? We're going to go through all that. And then finally, to round things off for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday the 31st of January 2025, has Meghan Markle just admitted the real reason she's attending the Invictus Games in Canada next month? It is absolutely insane, guys, that she would even allegedly admit this. Let me put it that way. So that is what is coming up for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday the 31st of January 2025. But oh my goodness, I see the Sarge in the chat. Hey up, Sarge. I salute you. Thank you so, so much. With the $2 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And my favourite, yay, the Ginger Doggy Fine Arts moment. I love it, love it, love it. For those that don't know, this is a ginger doggy. The heart's coming from the tail. When you lift the tail from a doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. You'll never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You're very welcome. And guys, stay tuned for those watching on the live because, yes, straight after this live stream, you're going to be redirected to my second channel, Political Nerds. And oh, my goodness, do I have an absolute doozy for you guys. Proof in under 1 minute that Sadiq Khan has taken bribes. The Mayor of London has taken bribes. I use amateur linguistic analysis to go through an answer that he provided as part of like this question kind of situation. Essentially, have you taken bribes? Are you corrupt? What the deuce is going on? The dude, in my opinion, conspiracy theory ever totally admits that he's corrupt. Stay tuned. So yes, those watching on the live, stay right where you are, right to the end, because you'll be redirected to this premiere that will be starting in about 50 minutes time. But if you can't wait for then, by all means, the link is pinned right at the top of the live chat, so you can go there whenever you want and subscribe to my second channel, Political Nerds. I just want to take this moment to thank every single one of you that have supported the expansion of the Ultiverse. My goodness, we are flying on Political Nerds right now. We're definitely making our community and our voices heard over there. So thank you so, so much to everyone that supported me on that second channel. I appreciate all your faces. If you have not partaken in the expansion of the Ultiverse and you want to subscribe to Political Nerds, and or why wouldn't you? Then again, make sure you do subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe right over there on Political Nerds. The channel link is in the description bar below, or you can just subscribe using the link that's pinned right at the top of the live chat. So yeah, guys, thank you again to everyone that supported me over on Political Nerds. We're nearly at 4,000 subscribers over there. Like, it's absolutely insane. We're less than 200 away. I think we're like 130 away from 4,000 already within our first month. Now, this is the 31st of January. Do you think before the end of this live stream we could get to 4,000 subscribers? Oh my goodness, it would be an absolute dream if that would be the case. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, help us get to 4,000 right now and subscribe to my second channel today, Political Nerds. With that being said, guys, let's crack on to the first topic for today's Daily Nerd live stream, which is, yes, has Meghan Markle's show been cancelled as it gets rejected publicly by Netflix at their 2025 launch event? Let me explain using exactly what Netflix has published and shown at their 2025 launch event. So it's this clip right here. Now, thanks to Film Updates for sharing it, saying Netflix teases their 2025 slate in new promotional spot, including Knives Out 3, Wednesday Season 2, Squid Game Season 3, and Stranger Things Season 5. Now, I am so up for Knives Out 3, Squid Game Season 3, and Stranger Things Season 5. Like, I am totally like, I need those in my life right now to binge watch to filth and back, okay? So I'm really, really excited about them. Now, Netflix is really excited about them because, yeah, they're mentioning it in this whole teaser that they actually showed, by my understanding, at their 2025 LA launch event earlier on this week. However, when you play this clip, and please be aware, I'm not playing it for copyright purposes. I don't want to get dinged, as you can understand. But as you play this clip, you might find who or what is missing in this whole kind of trailer of you're not ready for what's next for 2025. So they show clips of different shows that are upcoming. Meg's show is not in any of those clips whatsoever. Then towards the end, they do a big, massive list, right, of all the shows you guys need to be excited for that's done by Netflix for 2025. Notice who is not in this list. Megxy. This, to me, is Netflix, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, their 2025 launch event, publicly rejecting Meg's show. And this leads me to a question, because I'm like, well, hang on a minute. Why wouldn't Netflix include Meg's show in this launch event, in this launch kind of promotional trailer situation? Why wouldn't Netflix include Meg's show in that? Try and give her as best of a foundation as possible to jump from to promote this show in the first place, especially now that it's been postponed until beginning of March. Why wouldn't Netflix mention her show in this whatsoever? So it leads me to a question. Will Meg's show actually ever see the light of day? Is Netflix going to just cancel her show and never, ever, ever, ever release it for public consumption, and instead just use it as a tax write-off, which is what a lot of studios in Hollywood actually do? They'll create a show or they'll create a movie and it'll never see the light of day, and they'll just use it as a tax write-off. So one example, and I'm showing off my film nerd skills here, but one example is Supergirl. Supergirl by Warner Brothers was filmed. You know, it's there. It's not being shown, though. It's not being released for public consumption because apparently it's that bad. So instead, Warner Brothers is just using it as a tax write-off. Netflix could theoretically do the same if they do not publish Meg's show for public consumption and instead cancel it. So again, I wonder, with Netflix, as far as I'm concerned, rejecting Meg's show very publicly by not including her show in this trailer right here at their 2025 launch event. They don't show her in this list right at the end. When you play the clip right at the beginning, all the clips that intermingle together from different shows, there's no Megxy clip in either of that either. So by my reckoning, she's just being rejected publicly by Netflix at their 2025 launch event. It's a 2025 show not to be excited about because it's not in this trailer right here. So if it's not in this trailer right here, it means that it's not a 2025 show to be excited about. And if you're not going to be excited about it, then has Netflix just cancelled it and it's just not going to show it? It's not going to see the light of day. And Netflix are then just going to use it as a tax write-off and that's it, done and dusted. Wait until the end of year when the contract's up for renewal. Netflix turns around and says, piss off, Megxy and Hazza, we're outie, and then that's it. I mean, I did actually report within the last 24, 48 hours that Hazza and Megxy were actually ridiculed at this event. So not only did her show not be seen at this event, right? Not mentioned at all. Instead, she gets ridiculed at the Netflix launch event. And so here, you know, you've got Ben Affleck that was there, Tina Fey that was there. You had documentaries that were upcoming, such as Victoria Beckham's documentary that was mentioned, not only at the launch event, but in that trailer that I just showed you clips of right there. And then you've got this comedian that was at the launch event called John Mulaney saying, quote, "This will be the one place where you might see Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting next to Nikki Glaser, sitting next to a family therapist with music by Mannequin Pussy. This is a really fun experiment. Not since Harry and Meghan has Netflix given more money to someone without a specific plan." So many people laughed. The others were like, whoa. But they're pussies as far as I'm concerned. Those that laughed, big thumbs up, right? And a source at the event said that it was shocking that Netflix would seemingly allow Meghan and Harry to be ridiculed at such a prestigious event. The head honchos were all there. And so they then say it really felt like Netflix don't give a damn. And it really does feel like Netflix does not give a damn, especially when you play this clip that they showed at the launch event by all accounts. And not once does it mention Meg's show. Not once does it mention Meg's show in this list right at the end of shows to be excited about for 2025. You've got House of VB, Victoria Beckham's show that's listed, but not Meg's. And right at the beginning of it all, there's no clip from Meg's show that's in this thing. So not only via this trailer at Netflix 2025 launch event does Netflix publicly reject Meg's show, but by publicly rejecting Meg's show and it not being seen in this 2025 launch event clip, get ready for all the hot shows of 2025. Is it actually going to be released at this point? Or is it not going to see the light of day and just be cancelled at this point? What do you guys think? I see here Stephen Magnus in the chat. I salute you, my friend. Stephen! Thank you so much for all the emails behind the scenes as always, mate. Appreciate your face. Saying, sorry, but in a year, how many new shows are there? The trailer would be an hour long. As for tax write-off, 8 times 33 minutes cooking show might cost $1 million at the maximum. True, but it all adds up. There will have been so many shows just in 2024 alone, right, that Netflix will have produced in some way, shape or form that won't have been released, and they'll have just used it as a tax write-off. And so all these shows that they don't release and they use as a tax write-off, it does all add up, if that makes sense. And even though the trailer would be an hour long in terms of all the shows that would be released in 2025, I see your point there, Stephen. But on the flip side of that, Meghan Markle's show is still high profile. Netflix paid her and has her reportedly over $100 million contract. You would think for paying that amount that Netflix would do all it can to try and make this show a success, including putting it in the launch event and put it in this launch event trailer right here. Do you see where I'm coming from? Andrew Oliver says she's being rejected because no one likes her because of all she's done. Pretty much. I've always said, right, she's got a problem. It's a likability and a relatability problem. If people don't like and relate to you, then people are not going to like and relate what you're trying to sell in the first place. So they're not going to buy into what you're trying to sell. And that's basically Meg's in a nutshell as far as I'm concerned. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I am not done with you yet. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. On your way out, please make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here at Stef the Alter Nerd. Please like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever. What do you think to Netflix publicly rejecting Meg's at their 2025 launch event? I bet you got some thoughts about that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. And back to the live show. In a moment, guys, we are going to get into how Meghan Markle has reportedly submitted a $500,000 request for Invictus outfits and has been denied by the Canadian government. So we're going to get onto that in a moment. Just some thanks and some notes to go in before we get to that second story. First up, Flappers 27 jumping in and gifting a whopping 10 new leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey, up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Flapper 27. And that reminds me, the January leader-only stream will be this Sunday after the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. So, guys, if you don't want to miss out on that, you know what to do. It's the only only time you guys are able to call in, and we discuss all the misadventures of the gruesome twosome, and we have fun doing it as well. So thank you so much for Flapper27 for double figures, 10 new leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So yeah, everyone say A up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Flapper27. I appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Alice Burt says, A up, Steph. I'm just joining in. Well, A up, Alice. Thank you so much for joining in. Jennifer Griffin says, I do not believe Netflix will spend another dime of her on this disaster of a show. The public has spoken. Yeah. Saj in the house being like, I know how to start off a gifting war. Gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say A up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Flapper27 and the Saj. And that only means one thing. The gifting wars for this stream have officially begun. So thank you so much to the Sarge for kicking off today's gifting wars. We're already on a whopping 11 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 4 more away from 15 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to pick up that sword and shield and be like, this ain't how you do a gifting war. This is how you do a gifting war, guys. We may soon find out. With that being said, let's crack on with the next topic for this show, and I can get my teeth back in. But yes, Meghan Markle has allegedly submitted a $500,000 request for Invictus outfits, and she gets denied by the Canadian government. Let's get into this, shall we? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and I'm filming this video live for the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition, and we go live every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern, so if you want to catch me then, that's when you do it. But in this segment for the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition, I'm going to be discussing how allegedly Meghan Markle has submitted a $500,000 request. Well, yeah, $500,000 request, $500,000, yes, for the Invictus outfits. And she gets denied by the Canadian government. The Canadian government is like, we've had enough of you. Not happening now. Not a chance. You're not getting any more money from us. Allegedly. So let's get into this, shall we? So this is an article from Infomat News, okay? And here, I'm just going to see if I can just... Yeah, there we go. And here, they're reporting that Canada has refused Meg's $500,000 request for new outfits ahead of the upcoming Invictus Games event. Now, do your own research, come to your own conclusions on this. This is what's being reported. I'm not too certain in terms of the veracity of this report. This is just what I found on Twitter, so... I'm just going to report it to you guys, and you guys can let me know whether you believe this or not. But here it's saying that it seems Meghan Markle's penchant for extravagant fashion has once again put her in hot water, this time with Canadian officials. Reports indicate that Meghan, who is known for her high-end designer wardrobe, made an astounding request for $500,000 worth of new outfits ahead of the upcoming Invictus Games in Canada. However, Canadian authorities reportedly turned down the request, refusing to fund her lavish spending spree. Now, if this is true, yes to the Canadian government for finally having a backbone on this one and turning around and saying, piss off to Megsy, right? You're not getting another penny from us. By all reports, they're already way over budget. Way over budget. And so, yeah, do you believe that Megsy would have submitted a $500,000 request to the Canadian government to fund her outfits for the Invictus Games? I know I do. I know I definitely believe that that could actually happen. I think that's absolutely plausible. Now, what the deuce really in the grand scheme of things, because you've got Megsy allegedly submitting $500,000 request to the Canadian government for them to fund her Invictus outfits. Do you know what? She can pay it for her damn self as far as I'm concerned. Because here you've got a veteran being reported in the news who's on the Invictus team saying that he's thousands of dollars out of pocket after being injured on the court. And so here we've got this gentleman, Scott Snow, who's part of the Canadian Armed Forces. He's a veteran. He was a poster boy for Canada's 2023 Invictus Games team. He now says he's thousands of dollars out of pocket after learning he was not covered by medical insurance for injuries he sustained while representing his country. So he went to Dusseldorf, Germany to participate. During his first rugby match, the wheelchair he was using toppled backwards, slamming him onto the court floor, injuring his neck, head and spine. And so he's had to pay thousands of dollars to cover assisted living arrangements, being forced to abandon some therapy altogether due to financial reasons. Now, if he had been one of the serving Canadian Armed Forces members on the team, those expenses would have been covered by the Canadian Armed Forces healthcare plan, but he's not. He's a veteran. So he has to pay it all himself, which to me, I think is absolutely disgusting, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. But veterans on Canada's Invictus team are said to be responsible for arranging and paying for their own insurance. Something Snow and other veterans on the team said that this was never fully explained to them in the first place before they went to Germany, saying it's unfathomable that there's a two-tier system. If the person next to me got shot with a bow and arrow and I got shot with a bow and arrow, for the rest of their life they're covered. Any expenses, any modifications, and I have to rely on my credit card, he told CBC News. So you've got this veteran that's completely out of pocket, got injured whilst he was representing his team at the Invictus Games in Germany about a year and a half ago. He has to pay it all himself, all the medical bills, this, that and the other. And then on the other side of aisle, you got freaking Megsy allegedly going up to Canadian government being like, can I have $500,000 for clothes for the Invictus Games? Freaking disgusting. How about reading the room and being like, do you know what? That $500,000 could actually go to veterans that need it. So give it to them. She has her own damn money. She can pay for her own clothes herself. If this report is true. It's absolutely insane. Now, we've got here Princess Andrea Juncker at Andrea_Juncker. Shout out to her for actually sharing this report in the first place about this veteran who's now thousands of dollars out of pocket after being injured at the Invictus Games. And he says, quote, the dictator had the nerve to ask for $500,000 for clothes during the 2025 Invictus Games. She was swiftly told no. Buy your own clothes. Meanwhile, there's this guy's story being hidden. Shame on those two grifters. And this is the thing. This is a story Hazard and Megsy don't want out. They don't want out whatsoever. They don't want veterans to know that if you get injured at the Invictus Games aren't going to look after you. You're on your own. They don't want you to know it. But guess what? We found out on the internet. And now I'm doing a video on it. There you go. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'll be going on to the third story shortly. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. On your way out, do make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate Tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. And do help us get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, those watching live, I'll be starting the third topic in a moment. For those watching the replay, thank you so much. Appreciate all your faces. Until the next time, you guys. Laters. All right, and that was the second topic for today's Daily Nerd Live. Next up, guys, has Meghan Markle proven that she actually hates her engagement ring. We'll be getting onto that shortly, but in the meantime, a couple of thank yous to get through. First and foremost, my goodness, Anna Chadoni, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Turning around and saying, hi Steph, love you and your shows, keep up the excellent work. Well, thank you so much for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. If I just scroll down a little bit further, we've got Eagle is Gaming. Thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership for the last 15 months. That's insane. Turning around and saying, hey up Steph. Well, hey up Eagle is Gaming. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. And then, my goodness, we also then have Karen Evans in the chat coming in and gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Karen Evans. And that takes us to a whopping 12 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 3 more away from 15 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to pick up that sword and shield and be like, this ain't how you do gifting war. This is how you do a gifting war. We may soon find out. We may soon find out. And let's just see where we're at the moment on political nerds. Because my goodness, at the beginning of this live stream, I did mention that we're so close now to 4,000 political nerds in the community. So let me just refresh. We were at 3,870 odd, something along those lines. Let's see where we're at now. Yes, 3,880 odd. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, Political Nerds, please do so right now and support the expansion of the Altiverse. The link to this channel is in the description bar below and it is pinned right at the top of the live chat. Now, do stay tuned because at the end of this live stream, you will be redirected to a premiere on Political Nerds. And this is all about me using amateur linguistic analysis to show you that in under 1 minute, Sadiq Khan actually provided proof that he took bribes as the mayor of London. It is insane, his slip up, let's put it that way. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much to everyone that has already subscribed to my second channel and made it such a resounding success. It's been absolutely amazing this first month of uploading content for you guys. And oh, it's continuing. I'm having so much fun over there. So thank you so much to everyone that's already supported me over there. And thank you so much to everyone that's subscribing to my channel right now on Political Nerds. Let me know in the live chat or in the description bar below if you're watching on the replay, if you've subscribed to Political Nerds. I'd love to see who is able to support me over there. With that being said, let's crack on and get into the next topic for today's live stream, which is this. Has Meghan Markle just proven that she hates her engagement ring? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. I'm filming this on the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition. That happens every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern, so if you want to catch me live doing this, that's the time to do so. With that being said, has Meghan Markle just proven that she totally hates her engagement ring? In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, hell yes she has. Because who freaking alters their engagement ring 4 times? 4 times. Within the space of like not even 10 years. All right, you may need to alter it the once because maybe it's too big or maybe the stones are kind of a little bit loose if it's one of those kind of vintage rings. But 4 times? Oh my goodness, there she's proven she hates her engagement ring. She hates it. Because if she actually liked her engagement ring and was in love with it and approved it, then there wouldn't have been so many alterations. There just wouldn't be. This is insane. And so what the deuce is going on? So this is all from trailer for her new Netflix series, With Love, Meghan. And people have seen the engagement ring on show in this trailer, and there's now speculation that she's now redesigned this ring for the 4th freaking time. And so here we go. Let's explain a little bit more. The original ring, which is estimated to be worth around £120,000, had a plain gold band crafted by Cleve & Company, the late Queen Elizabeth's regular jeweller. Within less than 2 years, she did her first amendment to the ring. Its new design, which was showcased for the first time at Troop in the Colour, featured a band that was considerably thinner than the original. And now here is the new ring in all its glory after its 4th alteration. And so as people have clocked this on the trailer, we're seeing that Megxie is now wearing an updated version with a eternity band and wedding ring made of Welsh gold, a tradition for the royal family. But this version appears to show a transformation to the centre stone from its original cushion shape with rounded corners to an emerald cut. Now, updating engagement rings is a trend. It's favoured by Victoria Beckham, Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, blah, 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 right? But updating the ring like 4 times in less than 10 years? Dude! To me, the amount of alterations she's done to this freaking engagement ring proves she hates it. Proves she hates the engagement ring. She's trying to mould this engagement ring into her idea of perfection, when originally she should have seen it as perfection in the first place, but she didn't. What is the point of changing the centre stone? As apparently what's happened right here. The centre stone has been changed from its original cushion shape with rounded corners to an emerald cut. Why? Is she trying to somehow make this engagement ring similar to Princess Diana? Because if she is, it's absolutely insane for her to do that, because she already has on that engagement ring 2 diamonds that were personally Princess Diana's in the first place. But yeah, the amount of alterations that Megxie has done to this engagement ring proves to me she hates it. She hates the engagement ring. She doesn't like it. She doesn't approve of it. That's why she's making so many freaking alterations. It's insane. Now, Twitter has gone in on the act and has reacted to all of this. Here we've got Brittany at Royal News Network. If you're not subscribed to on YouTube, get it done now. Saying, not surprised Meghan Markle upgraded a ring for perhaps the 4th time in just 6 years of marriage. I always thought she hated the ring, and upgrading it again and so often proves that she seems to have a disdain for it. Exactly. The amount of time she's done this in so many years proves to me that she hates her engagement ring. Like I said, I upgrade it once if it's not fitting, whatever, okay, or if the stone's slightly moving because it's an old ring or whatever, fine. But this ain't an old ring. And she's altered it 4 times in less than 10 years. Why? You only alter something because you want it to be improved. You want it to be better. Megxie has done that to this ring now 4 times to improve it, to make it better. Which proves to me that originally she didn't like her engagement ring in the first place. Hence so many alterations since she's got it. And then here you've got Lion and Lioness of Windsor at JT Tweets 25 saying that ring isn't the original. There, you're welcome. There's no Welsh band of gold anymore either. #facts. So not only, to me, is this proof that she hates her engagement ring, is the ring that she's wearing now a second engagement ring? Is the original engagement ring in hiding? Does she not wear it anymore? What the deuce is going on? With that being said, guys, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you yet. We're going to be getting on to the 4th and final topic of today's Daily Nerd Live. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. On your way out, please do subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Do you think Megxie hates her engagement ring? Do you think she's not actually even wearing the original ring anymore? What the deuce is going on? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. Until the next time, you guys. Laters. Okay, and that was the third topic for today's live stream. Eagle is gaming. My goodness, thank you so much for jumping in today's gifting war. Gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say A up to our newest leader, courtesy of Eagle is gaming. That takes us to a whopping 13 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 2 more away from 15 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to take up that sword and shield and be like, this ain't how you do a gifting war. This is how you do a gifting war. Guys, we may soon find out. We may soon find out. But Eagle is gaming. Thank you so much for that. In the meantime, my goodness, on Political Nerds right now, just to give you a little bit of an update on where we're at. Oh my goodness. We are now, and I'm looking at the backstage YouTube studio, but we're now at 3,900 political nerds in the community. We just need another 100 of you to go onto my second channel and help us get to 4,000 new alter nerds before the end of this month. We're on the 31st of July. 31st of January at the moment. My goodness. It's as if I've never streamed before. Yeah, so we're on the 31st of January at the moment. Do you think we can get to 4,000 political nerds before the end of this month? Quite literally. We just need another 100 of you to jump on and subscribe over on Political Nerds. The link is in the description bar below. The link to the premiere to the video that's going to show shortly on Political Nerds is at the top of the live chat pinned comment. So stay exactly where you are, because after this live stream you will be redirected to Political Nerds, because I do have a premiere video. Is Sadiq Khan corrupt? He answered a question on corruption. Did he just betray himself and prove that he is actually corrupt and has taken bribes? He provides an answer that's just going to shock you, especially when I break it down using amateur linguistic analysis. So stay exactly where you are, because more fun is to come. With that being said, speaking of more fun that is to come, yes, so the next story that's up and coming, and the final story for today's Daily Nerd Live Friday edition has Meghan Markle just admitted the real reason that she's attending the Invictus Games in Canada. She's basically said the quiet part out loud. That's what she's basically done. She said the quiet part out loud. And I'm actually shocked that she's done that. If this is true, let's put it that way, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. So, do you know what, you guys? Let's jump into it right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alter nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. I'm recording this on the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition that happens every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern, so if you want to catch it live, that's when to do it. With that being said, in this segment, I'm going to be discussing if Megxie just admitted the real reason why she's actually attending the Invictus Games next month in Canada. If this is true, she's literally said the quiet part out loud. And I'm really shocked that she's done this, if this is true. So let's crack into it, shall we? So here is the Express, and they're reporting that yes, Megxie, after a lot of to and froing, is going to attend the Invictus Games next month with Prince Harry, as the couple adopt a new PR strategy. You know, like their old PR strategy of being professionally separated, thinking that with them being separated, people will tend to like them more individually rather than together. How did that work out? How did that freaking work out, right, guys? Well, with that being said, Express is now saying that yes, Megxie is going to join Hazza at next week's Invictus Games. According to a well-placed source, Megxie decided to join her husband after PR firm Three Gate Strategies took over the couple's communications earlier this month with a new direction. And so, led by their former head of communications, Ashley Hansen, the agency will push for a renewed focus on joint appearances and initiatives following months of solo engagements. And so the source is saying, quote, there'll be a renewed focus on the Sussexes as a couple, as a brand, and showcasing them as a couple and family. The Sussexes have decided to step back a little and let Ashley take the reins on their PR plan. An insider suggests that Meghan and Hazard now plan to prioritise joint appearances to project a united front and improve their image. It's not going to do anything to dampen the divorce rumours. If they think all of a sudden joining up together is going to let the divorce rumours go bye-bye, it's not happening. It's not happening. And that's all they're doing, really, at the end of it. Their blame is solely at their door. And so, according to a source, Meghan and Hazard will attend the Invictus Games on February the 8th. So it looks like Meghan's not even going to be late for this one. She's actually going to be here on time. Maybe she's been able to arrange a nanny to sort out Archie and Lilibet's milkshakes instead. Anywho, originally planned as a solo trip for Hazard, this now reflects their renewed focus on collaboration in public events. The closing ceremony will be on February the 16th, will be adult-only part of the Games, where officials and participants can let their hair down at the end of the 9 days of the sporting competition. The source says it was important for Hazard and Meghan to appear together at such a worthwhile event. The Invictus Games is a Sussex initiative and something they want their children to continue once they get older. The couple is also planning some sort of fundraiser for victims of the recent wildfires in LA, a move aligned with their commitment to humanitarian causes. And so they're still trying to grift the LA wildfires, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, to try and help their image that way. But now it looks like they're using the Invictus Games to also try and improve their image. Because as that whole article has just explained, Meghan and Hazard have now been advised by their PR communications company to attend Invictus together to promote a joint appearance, a joint united front, to try and improve their image as a joint united front couple. Not Meghan has actually decided to go to the Invictus Games to support the veterans and make sure the limelight's on them and not on her. No. It's no. Meg's is now going to the Invictus Games to make sure the limelight is on her and Hazard to improve their image as a joint couple. Seriously, if this is the case, how do Meghan and Hazard get it wrong every single freaking time? The limelight for the Invictus Games should be solely on the veterans and shouldn't be used as some PR strategy to try and improve Hazard and Meg's joint image, which is what this article is literally saying right here. It's freaking insane. And this is why I said earlier on, it's absolutely nuts if this is true. Because essentially, Meghan has admitted the real reason that she's attending the Invictus Games. She said the quiet part out loud. She ain't attending the Invictus Games to support the veterans and make sure the limelight's on them. No. By this article, she's attending the Invictus Games to try and rehabilitate her joint image with Hazard. What the deuce? So reactions on Twitter are coming in thick and fast. Here are a couple that I've been able to get. Here, comment section at Candid Coverage says, let me get this straight. Meghan Markle is joining Prince Harry at the Invictus Games as part of a PR strategy. Not because she genuinely wants to support the cause. Sounds about right. Everything they do always seems to be about themselves, not the actual cause. On brand as usual. And that is definitely on brand as usual, really, in the grand scheme of things. Like, totally at this point. All about them, not about the cause that they are saying they're wanting to promote and do good for. Yeah. Show up, do good for the Sussex brand. They should add that little bit at the end. For the Sussex brand. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And here we've got another reaction, this time from one of my favourite Twitter accounts, Royally Sage at Sage1411, saying Rachel's brand is on life support. So she thinks sucking the oxygen and stealing the thunder from wounded vets is going to help her repair her image. She always looks worse after Invictus because she makes it all about her. And if this article is right, it's not just making it all about her. It's making it all about her and Hazza. Look, they're together. Look, they're presenting a united front. Blah, 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 blah. All is right here. Look at Brand Sussex. We're amazing. We're awesome. Yay. How about instead of me, and yeah, me. How about veterans, and veterans. Again, further proof, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that Hazza and Megxie use the Invictus Games to promote themselves, try and improve their own PR, to ensure that the limelight is on them rather than the veterans. No wonder there's been reports over the years that the veterans have had enough of the Invictus Games, allegedly. That the organisers are sick and tired of Megxie and Hazza stealing the limelight away from the veterans and putting it on themselves. There are even reports coming out from Angela Levin and her sources that a lot of the people that have been essentially trying to organise the Invictus Games for Canada have been turning around and saying they really ideally don't want Hazza and Megxie to be there. They don't want them to be involved, for the simple notion that they do take the limelight away from the veterans, which is not what's supposed to happen here. But yeah, guys, with that being said, those watching live stay exactly where you are, because I ain't done with you guys yet. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this and you want more, believe me, of course, there's going to be more. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Again, those watching live stay exactly where you are. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Okay, and that was the fourth topic for today's Daily Nerd Live Friday edition. What did you guys think to it? Let me know in the live chat. Thank you, though, to Fortune Cookies Tarot by Annabelle for the $5 sugar bucks. Ruining Sugar's Day by sending some sugar bucks my way, saying, I do not like them together or separately. Just give me 2 opportunities to barf. I know, right? And Anna, I've sent you a message on Instagram. Just saying. If you've not seen it already, you might want to take a look. But thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. Appreciate it. Thank you. And for those watching live, please stay exactly where you are, because in a couple of moments you will be redirected to a premiere video that will be launching in about 5 minutes on my second channel, Political Nerds. I use amateur linguistic analysis to break down Sadiq Khan's answer to whether he's actually corrupt or not, whether he's actually taken bribes as Mayor of London. And guys, his answer's going to shock you, especially when I break it down using amateur linguistic analysis. I think he pretty much admits that he's done it. Stay tuned, because it's freaking insane. He does a little bit of a slip of the tongue in a way, and it's just stay tuned, okay? Stay freaking tuned. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone that has supported me on the expansion of the Alterverse with Political Nerds, my second channel. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed so far during this live stream. I'm hoping that we do get to 4,000 subscribers before the end of the day. So we get to 4,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Like, that would be absolutely freaking amazing. So if you've not supported me over on my second channel, please do so right right now. The link to the channel is in the description bar below. It's also pinned right at the top of the live chat, which incidentally is also the link to this video premiere as well. So, yeah, please do make sure you support me over there and subscribe. If I just do a little bit of a refresh, my goodness, we're now on 3,912 political nerds in that community. We are now just, by my reckoning, 88 alter nerds away? Oh my goodness, from 4,000. That's absolutely insane. So thank you so much to everyone that's supporting me over there. I really appreciate your faces. Let's see what you guys are saying before you get redirected to my Political Nerds video premiere. TX KitKat says, love her political channel. Well, thank you. I love my political channel too. You're not going to get any arguments from me. I'm just going to agree with you there. So thank you so much. Kawaii Kiana says, I wonder if Meghan will be bringing jars of a scam jam for the crowd. Would Canadian customs allow it to come over their border? Just asking for a friend. Gotcha, love, been scrambling this week. Not a problem. Just when you can. Let's see what else you guys are saying. ASD FGH JKL says, find and caught alive. Hiya, Stef. Hey up, random YouTube avatar name I really just cannot pronounce and I can't be bothered spelling out again. But hey up you, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting me here on this channel. Thank you, appreciate it. Carol says, watch out, I think Trump will revitalize the wounded warriors. I hope so. I hope so. My goodness. Yes, and yes. Lisa says, I think if they do ever divorce, she'll make it compulsory that she gets Invictus in the settlement. She will say it's her children's legacy. Yeah. She can try getting Invictus in the settlement. I don't think she'll be successful. I really don't. No way. And my goodness, we're now at 3,917 political nerds in the community. We're just 83 away from 4,000. We've got a couple of minutes left. Guys, have you subscribed to my second channel, Political Nerds? Please do so right now if you haven't. Guys, we're 83 political nerds away from 4,000. This is so exciting. I'm so excited. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll up here. Lisa says, are these PR teams as deluded as they are? Nothing is going to improve their image. I know, right? It's like beating a dead horse. A dead horse ain't going to wake up because it's freaking dead. Like, come the frick on, you know? It's nuts. But you know what? Let them try. Because let's be honest, it gives me more content for this channel. I'll call a spade a spade. I'll say the quiet bits out loud too, you know. I don't care. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Kawaii Kiana says, we all know what Meghan will do, like she always does, turning it into her HR personal god-awful fashion runway. Yeah, because even if she was given $500,000, right, she'd spend it on rubbish clothes anyway. Or she'll spend it on clothes that don't fit her properly. Because as far as I'm concerned, she doesn't even know the existence of a tailor. And I know that there is a tailor that's based in Montecito. I went there like a year and a half ago when I went to LA. Now I can tell you why I went to LA. It was for business. It was to start filming for Andy Signor's new show under Popcorn Planet Productions, Harry v Meghan, a royal divorce story. And so we were there to actually set up and do interviews with various people. And whilst we were in LA, we were like, oh, you know, might as well now, seeing that we'd caused a lot of furor with the joke and everything. We're like, okay, let's go to Montecito. Sorry, I've got a bit of a runny nose there. So, yeah, we stuck to public places. We didn't break the law, all that malarkey, right? And we actually walked around and there was this like market area in Montecito, which was really quaint and really cute. And there is a tailor there. There's actually a place that offers tailor services. And yeah, Megsy don't use that place by all accounts. Let's put it that way. That. So yeah, Eva, as we go around full circle, even if she got the $500,000, right, she'd either use it to buy rubbish clothes or use it to buy clothes that don't fit her properly. And they don't fit her properly because she don't know the existence of a tailor, even though there's one literally in her town that she could go to. By all accounts, is what, 2, 5, 10 minutes away or something. It ain't like it's on the other side of freaking LA. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, anywho, with that being said, guys, yes, the premiere to my video over on Political Nerds is going to now be starting in a moment. So guys, everyone that's here on the live stream, stay exactly where you are because you're going to be redirected to this premiere video, and I'll be joining you guys in the live chat, chatting along. I want to thank everyone for your support for today's live stream. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in. Thank you so much to everyone that's watching on the replay. Thank you to everyone that's hit that like button and subscribed here at Stef the Alter Nerd. I'll be seeing you guys again this Sunday for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern. After that, there will be the leader-only stream for January. So, leaders, I will see you then. Thank you so much to everyone that's also supporting me on my second channel, Political Nerds. We're now at 3,923 Political Nerds in the community. We're just 77 away from 4,000. I'm so excited. And get excited for this video that will be starting in less than 20 seconds. Thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate all your faces. I'll see you over there. Laters.